Hi, this is John from portablefreewaregames.com, and I'm not here to show you a game. I'm actually here to show you something a wee bit different. So if you go to your browser and you type in portablefreewaregames.com, I want you to choose the software option, then scroll down to the bottom of that page, choose page 3, and scroll down that page until you get to the 6th option, the 6th application. This is it here, OBS Studio mini tutorial. I want you to click on that wee image, and that'll take you to the download page where you've got a video for the application, you've got a description of the application, and you've got a download button for the application. Let's download this. Save. And this is the file here that you'll download. obsstudio.rar. It's a .rar file. That means it's a compressed archive, and you need a particular kind of software to open it up. Now, WinZip and WinRAR are the two most commonly used softwares for this kind of file, but 7-zip is a freeware alternative that I can recommend, but I don't need to worry about that because I've got WinRAR. So let's open this up. And this is the file that comes out of obsstudio.rar. It's OBS Studio and it's a folder. So let's look inside. Inside you've got 3 files. You've got a shortcut and you've got 2 applications. The shortcut is FreeVPN, it's called, and as the name suggests, it's a link to a free virtual private network software that I recommend, and I think everybody should give it a try, especially in these days. The internet service providers and hackers and government agencies all trying to break into your privacy. I think it's more and more required these days, and it's worth a look, especially considering it's free. The bottom application is a portable application. It's PISA. It's a paid internet survey app, and it's basically a miniature mobile website that details the 25 best paid survey websites on the internet. Basically websites that you sign into, you answer a few questions or a questionnaire, and you get paid for it. It's a great wee thing. All you really need is some free time and an email address, and you can start earning money from the internet. And that's a PISA. And the one in the middle here is the one that we're really interested in, OBS Studio, and it's an installer. This is one of the very few applications available for download on my website. I'm going to recommend that you install it rather than go for the portable version, for reasons that I'll get into in a minute. So let's start installing this. Double click. Do you want the yes? Next. As you can see, it's an open source software, GNU, General Public License. So that means it's free and it's also open source. Let's install. And this is a link to the piece of software that you've just installed. So if you double click it, we'll have a wee quick look at it, and then we'll make a start on learning more about it. And this is probably the first screen that you're going to see on OBS, is this kind of an infinity loop effect. If you don't want that there, all you have to do is go down here to Sources, Highlight, Display Capture, and then click minus. Are you sure you want to remove Display Capture? Yes. And that will remove that for you. So now you're ready to begin. And now I should really tell you a wee bit about OBS, what it is and what it does. OBS is an Open Broadcaster Software, and it's a freeware screen recording and live streaming software. It's free, it's open source, and it's good, and that's why I recommend it. Now the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to check and make sure you've got the very latest version of OBS. You do that by going up to Help, click on Help, down to Check for Updates. No updates are currently available, you've got the latest version. If you download OBS from the website, then you will have the very latest version. But if you download OBS from my website, it might be 1 or 2 updates away from being current, being the latest version. So let's have a quick look around the workspace you've got here. Up here in the top left hand corner you've got the usual suspects: file, edit, view, profile. The one you're going to be using the most is if you click file and go down to settings. That's one way that you can access the settings for this application. There is another that I'll show you in a minute, another one I actually prefer. And scroll down to the bottom left hand corner, you've got two boxes. You've got scenes and you've got sources. Now a scene is basically the overall name of the project you're working on at any one time. It's called a scene. You can rename it whatever you like. In fact, I'll just do that right now. Just click on scene 1, rename. I'll call it YouTube demo. And the sources, that's the scenes. Like I said, the scene is the overall name of the project. The sources are the different components that you put in the project, be it video files or audio files or images or whatever. And that's the sources. I'm going to be coming back to that in just a minute, so bear that in mind. If you go in here in the middle on the bottom, you've got your mixer. You've got two sound inputs. One is from the desktop audio. That's basically the sound that your computer's making, the background music for games or whatever. Another one is for your mic. That's the one that's jumping around right now as I'm speaking. You can adjust these any way you like. You can half it, so it's only halfway up, or you can completely cut it out, and it doesn't record the sound. It isn't picking up any sound from your mic. I like to keep my mic volume at maximum. And the desktop audio, on this particular tutorial, I'll just leave that alone. And then over here, over at the bottom right hand corner, you've got the controls: the start streaming, start recording, studio mode, settings and exit. The one we're going to be using the most here is settings. Now, although OBS is free software, it's actually very well made. And like all very well made pieces of software, it's got basic settings that are easy to pick up for beginners, and it's got more advanced settings for more advanced users. But I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to show you the basics. I'm going to show you how to record games or any other activity on your desktop, and how to save it to a video file, and also how to stream live activity from your desktop, whether it's a game or activity or whatever. Now, the next thing I'm going to get you to do is to adjust some of the settings on OBS. So you go to settings down here in the bottom right hand corner, or you can go up to file in the top left hand corner and choose settings. It does exactly the same thing, but I prefer the bottom right. So let's click settings, and here you get a list of options here. Under the general tab here on the left, there's nothing really you need to change. The only thing you might want to change is the theme and how it looks. But mine's just set to dark, but the options it gives you is Acre, don't really fancy that. Default, don't really fancy that. Or Rachne, I don't really fancy that. I'll just stick to dark. So that's about all you need to change in the general tab. The stream tab, I'll come back to that later on when I'm going to show you how to stream a video, so we'll not bother too much with that. Right, output. At the top of here, the very first option it gives you is output mode, and you can choose an advanced or simple. Always choose advanced. And again, streaming, I'll come to that later on, and I'll talk you through that. So the first tab we want to look at is recording. And here we go, recording path. Where do you want your files to go when they're finished? I like mine to be on the desktop. So I'm going to change that to desktop. And then it says recording format. Mine's just set to MP4, which is the one I would recommend that you use MP4. Just because it's recognised by everything. Every video editor, every file hosting site, you name it, they always recognise MP4s. So MOV and MKV are pretty good codecs as well. But again, it's just out of your personal taste, and my taste is MP4. So look, there's nothing else there really you want to change. wait a minute, back to the output. Then you've got audio, and by default you've got 6 different audio routes, audio paths, and realistically nobody's going to use any more than 2 or 3. So I'm going to reset this. By default it's set to 128. So I'm going to reset it to 160. And the second one 160. And the third one, although I'll probably never use the third input, the 160. The 160 rate is pretty good. It's not the highest. The highest would use up a lot of resources. It's a happy medium. It's right in the middle, and it's good enough for what I'm going to be using it for. And down to audio, as I just telling you, sample bit rate is 44.1 kilohertz, which is fine. Channels, it's stereo. Desktop audio device. If you've got a microphone, a USB microphone, OBS will recognise it and you can select it. But I don't, I've just got the basic laptop microphone built in and it recognises it. And that's about it for audio. Video, output, the base resolution on my laptop is 1366 by 768. And what it offers to bring it out in a resolution of 1092. I would change that. I will change that, in fact. I'll get it as close as I can to the original. 1364 by 768. That's about as close as we're going to get it. And the last thing I'm going to ask you, advise you to change, is your hotkeys. Basically a key that you can hit and it'll start doing something. The first one I've got is streaming. To start streaming, the hotkey I'm going to press is number 1. That's number 1 on the WordPad, not on the main keyboard. And to stop streaming is also number 1. To start recording is number 0, again on the number pad on the right hand side. And to stop recording is also number 0. And that's about it. There is one more option down here on the left, advanced, but I really don't understand much about it, to tell you the truth, so I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to advise you not to mess with it either, unless you know exactly what you're doing. So tell you to shut that down, save changes, yes, and now we're ready to move on to the next step. And now there's just one last thing I need to show you before we start recording videos, and that is sources. The sources are individual components of a scene. The scene is the overall name of the project, and the sources are the parts or the components that go into the project. Now to add a source is simple enough. You just click the plus button and choose what source you want. Now starting from the bottom, you can select window capture, which will capture any a particular activity on a particular window if you've got a few windows open at the same time. Video capture device. If you've got a webcam and you want to add your webcam into the mix, well, in fact I'll do it right now. Click on that. Create new webcam device. Now I've actually got a piece of sellotape covering up my webcam because I don't use it, I don't believe in it. So all you're going to get is just an orange box when I click this OK button. But normally if your webcam is working and it's not covered up, you should get a wee picture of yourself. So here it goes here, device, easy camera, and there's a preview of what we're going to get, just an orange box. I just want to shrink that down to size, down to about there, and you can put it anywhere you like, top left hand corner, top right, bottom left, bottom middle, centre, anywhere you like you can put it. We'll just leave that running for a while. As you can see, if I move my hand across the tape and cast a shadow on it, it changes colour. Okay, and that's the video capture device. If you've got your own webcam and it runs off a USB port, OBS is clever enough to recognise it and it'll find it, and I'll give you that as an option to watch. VLC video source. If you've got a video file you want to add already, you've already made a bit of a video file and you want to add it to your project, that's the button to use. Text, you want to add text, click on that, create new, okay. And I'll add some text to it. YouTube demo, and it's up there in the top left, and I'll move that down to the middle and the bottom. So that's us added a video, a webcam and some text. What else is it we can add? Scene, an entire scene that you've already made, you can add that in this project. Image slideshow, image, let's choose images, create new. It gives you a browse button where you can select the different images to add. I'm just going to choose this koala, just because I like koalas. There you go, you can add that to your project. Again, you're going to have to resize it. You can put it up there in the opposite corner from your webcam. Obviously, the chances are you would never actually put a picture like that on your video. That would be silly. But what you could put up there is a banner or a logo for your website or your YouTube account, your YouTube channel. It can be like a wee logo for you. In fact, I'm going to delete that. I don't need that. Are you sure you want to remove image? Yes. We also got game capture, display capture. Both of these do roughly the same thing. Display capture captures everything that's going on in your desktop. The game capture will just pick up the games. But since most games will cover up the entire desktop, the chances are it'll be exactly the same thing. I'm going to click game capture anyway. Here it goes here. It says mode, capture any full screen application. Okay. What other options have we got? Display capture, colour source, browser, or you can input or output different audio files. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm ready to start going. I'm ready to go. So remember when we've done the hotkeys. Let's go back to the hotkeys. Settings, hotkeys. To start recording or stop recording, it's number 0 on the word pad, on the number pad. So I'll minimise that. I'll choose a game to play. I'm going to choose this game here, Open Spades. It's a wee open source game that I distribute from my website. It's a bit like Minecraft mixed with Counter-Strike. You'll see what I mean in a minute. It's Minecraft with guns. Game. And here we are in the internet lobby, the waiting room to join a game. Let's try one of these servers at random. Choose a team to join, what kind of weapon you want. Now you're ready to rock and roll. Like I said, this game is basically Minecraft with guns. It's a lot of fun. It's basic, it's very basic, there's no denying that. It's a lot of fun. Now as you can see, the top left hand corner you've got an orange square. And that's where your video would be, your video feed from your webcam would go if you decide to activate it. But like I said before, I don't use it at all. I don't see anybody here to fight. But that's okay, it doesn't matter. So I think we'll call it a day at that. You don't really need to see any gameplay. The gameplay doesn't matter, it's just the process of capturing the gameplay that matters. So let's go. And now I'm back at OBS and I'm going to show you how to stream a live video on YouTube. So first thing you need to do is go to your browser, go to YouTube, and click on Creator Studio. Live streaming. I don't want to save that. And then scroll down this page, your live streaming page, down to where it says encoder setup, and you've got a server address and you've got a stream key. It's a serial number, it's blacked out. And so what you want to do is you want to reveal that, highlight and copy it, and then go back to OBS. Now that you're back at OBS and your stream key copied, you want to go to settings, stream, make sure your service is set to YouTube, mine's already is, and you want to paste in your stream key into this blank space here, paste, and then click apply, and then OK. And all you have to do now is click here, so click start streaming, and it will start to stream your video over YouTube. So let's do it then. Start streaming. That's it started. Let's go back to YouTube and have a look at it. You see in the top left hand corner it says offline. Now it's saying live, stream health. And there's my video. There's my blank screen, the orange square in the top left hand corner. That should be a live video cam feed. And down the bottom it says YouTube demo. That's where I added the text. And that's it. Streaming the videos is a lot easier than just creating them. But neither one of them is particularly difficult. You should pick it up quick enough. It's designed to be easy to use, at least on a basic level anyway. So I hope that's what I'm going to show you right now. So I hope you download this application. I hope you have a lot of fun playing this application. I hope you create a lot of cool stuff with this application, and I hope you subscribe. Thanks for watching.